Whether a simple, incoherent tag chosen singly for the aesthetics of the combination of letters or an elaborate mural piece, street art, although often overlooked, can be seen almost anywhere. The first location I found in my quest for graffiti was an old trailer, parked in an empty lot easily in sight of a busy causeway. The installments consisted of various tags as well as a few intermediate pieces. This one takes up the back end of a trailer and is only visible to a small side street. Some of the tags were more elaborate than others, with all of them done in black spray paint rather than marker. The tags, although relatively simple, still demonstrate careful letter choice and arrangement. This piece was most well exposed to the street, allowing people to quickly spot the symmetry between the E and the A, invoking a yin and yang effect. On the end of the trailer facing the street was a joint tag, possibly done by a neighborhood crew responsible for the pieces on the trail. Next, on the walls of an abandoned middle school, I found a series of more advanced pieces, many of which were multicolored in 3D. Next to this piece, we see a small quote by the writer that reads "pretty in pink," reminiscent of the many pieces showcased in the book that had a small, often satirical so-called signature by the writer. Almost all of the available wall space is utilized, with some of the writers just barely finishing in a tight corner. Here we see a more advanced tag, incorporating both stylistic design and the anarchy symbol, a very common occurrence in the world of graffiti. The tag's author repeats it many times around the courtyard, making it hard to miss when looking at all of the work. The middle school serves as a good refutation of the broken windows theory, for although it is obviously vacant, it is by far the safest area of anywhere on my search. Next I located an abandoned elementary school where some obviously advanced writers had put up large pieces. Same writer as the previous wall-size piece practices the first two letters of his intricate street identity. Another skilled piece is directly next to it. In the same color scheme, it indicates two acquainted artists, if not the same one. In the back of the building rests this huge masterpiece, by far the largest I found. On an adjacent building is this fine piece, again demonstrating the multi-layered political and ironic messages contained in the medium. Another colorful piece sits nearby, and although legible to my eye literally, it still manages to create an understanding of social tension and the relief attained in camaraderie. Many of the pieces seen at the elementary school were, if only inadvertently, reminiscent of the window-down pieces that originated on New York subway cars in the 70s. Seemingly the same artist can be seen at a strip mall in North Broadway. Strip mall was long ago abandoned, but has become a sort of gallery where writers can easily attain their coveted fame. All of the tags are at a certain level of ability in the mall, elevating the social success of a writer whose piece is not dissed. This precise 3D piece is adorned with a DSK, tag seen many times in different pieces around the mall. In less predominant corners of the mall, we see some simple tags, although this one is only an outline of the finished piece that appears on a very visible corner. Again, we see a mediocre throw-up, only to be one-upped by the real installment around the corner, again in a far more visible spot. See this name twice on the strip mall, both times with DSK tagged nearby. The writer's obvious talent is respected, as we see Jay Wright, another writer who appears often on the building, tag his name above the piece instead of over it. The author discussed the interpersonal situation created when a writer leaves only so much room. The next writer can either demonstrate their own skills, as Drain did in the space left on the door by twist in the text, or diss the first artist by writing over theirs. Up a ramp to the roof on the mall, we see another alcove of writing. Some are simple tags, others elaborate, while the majority remain large 3D pieces. In addition, we find many figures, a common occurrence in graffiti culture, but a rarity so far. The odd cartoons are autographed with the now familiar DSK tag, as well as with SNYF, which we saw as a piece on the first floor. Some are simple stick figures with many symbols nearby. Others, however, were large pictures, crafted with the same skill necessary for a large lettered piece. Others still were jumbled arrangements of tags and small, immature pictures. In all, the building showcased many neighborhood artists with impressive skill. In addition to lettered pieces and pictures, stencils are often utilized to create exact, powerful pieces in a short time. Giving a particularly strong effect, this stencil of a woman stands about a foot tall. an only oddity on an otherwise clean and spanning factory wall. Stencils commonly depict celebrity characters, and because of their ability to be reproduced exactly, are often easily remembered and identified. Demonstrating one of the ways graffiti subculture can lead to a future legal success, Shepard Fairey's fame from the omnipotent Obey poster of the imposing Andre the Giant gave him the opportunity to create the Hope Obama poster, which was utilized extensively in his presidential campaign.